everybody, and welcome to PC Building Simulator. Now, as you can probably hear in the background, we actually got the music working again. It's insane, the problems I've been having with audio, and a lot of the solution is just reinstall Wirecast. So, whatever, I've reinstalled it, and we're back. Now, this should be an interesting one, because if I remember correctly, the last time I left it, there was someone sending us a PC that was not working, but they didn't know why. And I have to look it up and boot up in BIOS before I can actually fix what the issue is. So, it's going to be interesting. But yeah, we've had a lot of kind of samey type stuff, so that one should be interesting. It's frozen. It's always fun. So you always want to see that. And there we go. Lovely. So we have one to diagnose, one to upgrade. The graphics card and the RAM. Now we should have purchased both of those, so I should be able to do this one straight away. But let's have a little look. Distinct terrain. We'll deal with the emails at a late date. We got a lot. Alright, so I need an upgrade on my PC. I appreciate if you can replace the graphics card with something better. I need 16 gig. MSI components are better. I think I clicked on something bad. So we have to also install a virus thingy. Is what we have to do here. So let's start by removing the case, I think. That was amazing. Zoom in, because it's a bit difficult to see when you're out. And the first thing we're going to do is open these. I'm going to put them together. It should be the exact same one that they have, in theory. And then the next thing we need to do is the graphics card. Unscrew that. Now let's see which one we got. There's a high possibility that it might not fit, because yeah, we need to unscrew this. There it goes. Bop. Flop. It's an MSI. It's what we wanted. It's a better card, which is what she wanted. So, there we go. Right, now, let us connect everything up. Oh, we didn't do that either, but we can do that now. Got to plug the fans in, otherwise the fans won't go and it'll overheat. We don't want that now, do we? Also, while we're here, tools. Stick this in. See how efficient this is? And it is funny that you can pay for things. It's always so loud. God, it's always so loud. Yeah, it's always so it boots, so that's fine. So now let's do the virus and get this sorted. You see, this is the kind of thing. Yep, restart it. Is you just kind of do things as and when they turn up, and you just do everything once you're there. You know, we're going to go for a lot tomorrow, so it's going to be fun to try and see if I can keep track of everything. Start scanning. Oh yeah, look, you clicked on loads of naughty stuff. Clean them all. Well done. Quickest virus checker you will ever see. Restart it. There you go. remove everything. And then we will add the case back. Send it back without the case. I don't think they'd be too appreciative of that. Now, yeah, obviously there's a chance we'll have to buy something for this one and wait for it to arrive, so we can always stick that on there and deal with that later. This is done. Look at that. Bing, bing, bing. Remove viruses, install MSI parts. See, we can read between the lines. We know what we're doing. The upgraded graphics card is working great, and the even awesome MSI parts. Didn't even mention, probably didn't even realise I removed the viruses. Hasn't got a clue that I did that. Right, that one's done. Okay, so this is the one we have that's currently left. My gaming rig isn't booting. I don't know what's wrong with it. Can you diagnose what's wrong with it? It seems to power okay, but it doesn't get any further than the BIOS screen. Alright, well, it's going to be interesting to see what this is. So, try turning the power on and see what happens. Often the BIOS will give you a clue to what's wrong. If nothing happens, then it could be just a broken power unit. If that doesn't work, if that doesn't help, work your way through the components until you find the broken ones. Oh, okay, so it's a tedious thing, is it? Okay. Well, the first thing, I'm not even going to bother removing the case. What's the point if I'm going to have to boot it up first? Stick some cables in this and see how it works. Okay, well, the first thing I would say... Okay, so the first thing I would say is the graphics card is fine. The power supply is fine. The motherboard is fine. No CPU. They've got no CPU. Seriously? So the RAM capacity seems okay. The speed is fine. The GPU is obviously working, otherwise we wouldn't be seeing anything right now. Storage, installed drivers looks fine. So it's the... They need a CPU. God damn it. Okay. In fact... There you go. Now, it's funny, I wonder if I'd have noticed had I have just removed this, because that's another thing you can always do in this, is if you're looking specifically for broken parts, then you'll never really know that there's something missing. Let's undo this. Well, it's good that they've got their own cooler. Why is that not... So that must just be broken then. So do we need to just replace that one? I'm assuming we can replace that one, because that's the one they had. So hold on, let's have a look. It was a Ryzen CPU AMD. It's a Ryzen 5 1500X. Ryzen 5 1500X. 1500X. Oh no, hold on. There you go. AMD Ryzen 5 Quad 1500X. Add that to the cart. So that will fix that PC. In theory, it will fix that PC. Ooh, we can get new parts as well. Close that. Close. There we go. Right, now I am going to attempt, if I'm able, to do every single one of these emails in the following day. I'm going to try and do every single one of them. It's going to be a mega... You're going to see just how that works. Right, so you're on your way. That's fine. My PC seems super sluggish. I need an upgrade on the CPU. Obviously, the money might take a bit of a hit. We might have to stop once we run out of money, is the only issue. But we do have a loan that we can go into. My PC is super sluggish on the CPU. I want 16 gig of RAM installed. It's getting a bit hot. Could it be the dust? It's urgent, so please hurry. Have a good day. Okay. So they want a better CPU, and we need 16 gig and dust. It's funny they tell us to clean out the dust. that should have been one of the secret ones. Alright, so let's see what they've got. A data, 8 gig, 2130. We want a A data, 4 gig, 2130. If it was 33, that was where I went wrong. But they've already got an 8 gig and they want 16, so we will add that to the cart. They also want a new CPU, so let's have a look at what they've got. And they've got a Core i3. We need to check this to see the B250M. B250M. Okay, so it's the Kaby Lake. And they've currently got an i3, I think I read. i3, so an i5 would be more than 5. We spent 100 odd so far, so we've still got 300 odd to spend. So an i5 would be fine. CPU. So technically they could have. See, they're Skylake, so they won't fit. Okay. So let's have a look. Skylake. Yeah, hold on. Hold on a minute. Let's have a look at this again, because I think did I do it wrong? B250M. Well, what is the one that they've already got anyway? They've got the i3 6320. The i3 6320. Okay, so it's the Skylake socketry fits. Okay, but then we're going to go with an i5. That'll be an upgrade. They don't specify. And I mean, we have one of these, but I don't think it works. So I'm going to grab one of them. And then this one will be done. So we can accept you. My computer is going slow. I want 16 gig of RAM installed. See what I mean? Last week I was talking about this and how every PC nowadays has 16 gig pretty much as standard. So if you buy one that's 8, you probably want to just upgrade to 16 as soon as possible, just because it makes more sense, really. And everybody wants 16 gig RAM. Can you get it done by so-and-so? We've still got time for that, yep. Do you like cable modding? I saw some plastic white ones the other day. It's also a bit dusty. Okay, so you just literally want 16 gig. So let's see what you've got, and we'll match it. So silver. So it's team group, dark silver, 2.6, 8 gig. Team group, dark silver, 6. 2 and all the 6s is what it was. 2 and all the 6s. So we'll add you to the cart. Yeah, because they've already got 8, I believe. Yep, they've already got 8, so that will give them 16. So we'll accept you. How much is the bill currently? Ah, look, we've got plenty. We've got plenty. Okay, so what's next? Hi, things aren't working fast enough. CPU is probably the most important thing to be upgraded. I'm going to need it by blah blah blah. At the latest, my PC lives on a floor, so it's full of dust. I think I might have visited one of them dodgy sites. Okay, so that person needs a virus check as well and a new CPU. Oh, don't accept it just yet. Okay, I'm glad I could move my mouse away there. So they've got an i5 6X-K. i5 6X-K. It's pretty much the best i5 that I can get, so it's going to be an i7 in theory. We'll go with that one. Just make sure we've got the i5 for the broken one, we've got the i5 for the other one, and we've got the i7. Okay, so we will, now we can accept that. We've got the cables and the dust we'll deal with, and the viruses we'll deal with. Oh, we're getting up there. I hate using my computer at the moment. I need 16 gig, never been cleaned out. Total team group. Oh, well, I've accepted it, so I better buy the RAM. So you said team group, but you've already got that. You've got 200 budget. Let's have a look. It's the first time, really. It's the first time I've come up against someone that wants something different to what they actually have installed. I mean, they're after 16 and they've got a 200 budget. I could buy them team group 16 just as one chip and keep the 8 they've got. There'd be nothing wrong with that 8. I'm going to do that. Pow. That's you. You're getting a decent. But then we can keep the RAM that they're going to give, that we're going to take out of theirs. Because in theory, it will work. Alright, let's have a quick look at the cost. Oh, it's getting up there. Thing is, it's all RAM, and RAM don't really cost much. So, PC super slow. I'd like it to be upgraded. Graphics card. I think I clicked on something bad. My PC lives on the floor, it's full of dust. So they just want a new graphics card. What do they currently have? Oh, that's actually not a bad one. A 980 gaming 4G. Okay, well, let's see what we got. .980 Ti. See, that would be better. What kind of, if I shift this, can I move the shot? I can a little bit. Right, what is it there? They've got a budget of 700. Wow, okay. So we can go with the Ti gaming. That would be better than what they've got, but not massively. But I think that's the best I can get. The 980 gaming, I think that's the one they have. I mean, technically the 980 Ti would be a better one. I can't see anything that's better. 970. 980 gamer, 980 gamer. I mean, I feel like that's all I've got options, but it is better. You get the golden edition actually, because it looks fancy and it will be better. And if they don't like it, then we've bitten the bullet, but we'll have it that we can use for later on. Okay, if I say yes to that and I accept it, and we'll see what happens. Yes, I've got so many coming. This is where kind of organisation is going to be mental. That was quite expensive, so I think we're on 15 15 almost. Okay. Hi there, a bit of a crisis. I'm supposed to be helping out on an article, retrospective. Okay, blah 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 blah. Is this one of those where it tells me right at the end? Last thing needs another angry mob. As usual, watch it Blu-rays, the computers as a frame. And then the hard drive that made a loud clunk sound. Ah, so we need new hard drive? Can you do something? Hold on. As usual, I route my Blu-rays to my computer so I can do more detailed analysis of the frame image. But then the hard drive they were on made a loud clunk sound and I can't access any of the files. Can you do something? I mean, if the hard drive is gone, it's one of those things. If the hard drive is gone, no, those files are gone. I need to get the article written. Blah, 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 blah. By the way, if you get hold of a copy of the trilogy, I do recommend watching it. Make sure, blah, blah, blah. Oh, and can you skip the second half of the film? Blah, blah, blah. So it's just a new hard drive is what they want. I'm not going to replace that. What one did they have? I mean, this is the kind of thing, I mean, so many of these are so easy for people to do. To pay someone to do this for you. It's an easy store, 500 gig. Ah, so you see it's the CEO terabyte, 1 terabyte. So I don't know which one of these is not working. Right, well this I'm going to leave then, because I'm going to have to ask this PC to arrive, then check which is the hard drive that isn't working, and then unless they're both not working. So I might accept that, but I'm not going to buy anything for it yet. Hi. I don't even know how many spaces I've got in my delivery bay, to be honest. I might run out of spaces. I'm sure it will tell me. Hey, are you available to talk to my PC? Got to hit blah 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 in benchmarks. It's urgent, so please hurry. It seems a bit dusty. 3D benchmark score of... Oh, nice. So I just have to work that out. Well, that can wait. Hard drive and RAM. I hear you work with PCs. Can you... What do you mean you hear I work with PCs? Why would you have emailed if you hadn't have heard that? Can you make some repairs? It takes about half an hour to start the operating system. It's urgent, so please hurry. I was on PC Bay. Awesome plaster. They also want the white cable. Right, well I'm going to leave this one as well, because obviously I do need to leave a few for the following day, so I'm not going to accept that one. We've accepted all the ones we want. All the ones that we need. Now, the thing I also want to do is I want to sort out what I have here. Because these are all used. Now, I might just sell these. I don't get a much amount of money for them, but I'm never going to use them. Now look, the argument is I could use some of these. Obviously the broken one is useless, so I can just get rid of you. There's a chance I could use this, but I don't know if I'm ever going to. This is actually the person's that I'm waiting on, so I can't do anything with that. None of them. You see, I've got a bunch of used, somewhat pointless graphics cards. I don't know if I'm ever going to use those, but at least it tells me used, so I know. I have one power supply. I was going to sell that, I think. No, I'm going to keep hold of that. And then I've got that which I bought by accident, and I'm still holding on to in case someone actually needs a replacement case for a fan case. Okay, this is going to be an interesting day. Let's see how it goes. Oh, I didn't buy everything. I didn't buy anything at all, so we're going to have to skip another day. I was so just... I wonder if it'll still be in my... I wonder if it will all still be in my shop. Let's go to work, because look at all of them. Ha ha ha. Let's buy it now. It will arrive tomorrow. Yay! End of the day. Because there's nothing. Everything needs something. hard drive, graphics card, RAM, CPU, RAM, CPU and RAM. So everything needs something. So, well, that was a quick day. Thank you all for coming. That was fun. It was just a waste of a goddamn day, all because I didn't click out. Okay, give us everything here. Yep. Thank you. Alright, now let's start with you. And you need the CPU. However, it's that one. It can only be that one because all the others are saying incompatible because they're all Intel. So that was handy in a way. In it goes. Close that down. You watch it with something completely different. But if it was, then what are you going to do about it, eh? Then we're going to go cables. We've got to plug that cable in, otherwise it will drastically overheat. The fan case wasn't even in. What's it doing? What's it doing? That's a bit weird. Okay, it's a bit weird. But now that that's on and that's on, if you're doing this, do not have it plugged in. Never ever have it plugged in. Now let's just leave it and see if it boots. Hey, there we go. All done. Now I don't remember whether this was one that needed like virus check-in, but I don't think it does. I think it just wouldn't work. But I'll read it before. See, look, I almost ran out. I could probably only have taken one more anyway. Oh, there's so many now. Look at all of this. Okay, this. Wrong bio screen. Yep, there you go. Done. All done. Just a 5 stars. No messing around. Okay, so that's that one done. Nice, lovely. So we might as well start from this side. Let's see who we got. We got Blake. Okay, so this is the hard drive, and there's nothing extra, just a lot of waffle. Ah, so this is the one where we have to check the hard drives out. So I'm going to put you over here because we don't know which one needs fixing, and we'll grab you. This is Keating. Okay, super slow. I've got a graphics card. They also need a virus scan and dust. Virus, dust, and graphics. These are going to be the more interesting ones because... Oh, it's the other way around. Okay, well, I'll tell you what. We'll do this on this side. And get a bit of this done on this side. Stuff's getting cleaned, we just can't necessarily see it. We'll do the case because it's a mess. Okay, well, let's remove this side as well then. So awkward that it's the wrong way around. Okay, now let's just make sure that we get rid of this. Just to make sure. Okay, so this is the 980 Ti Gold Edition is what we have in place for this, because that's the 980 gaming. So it's the 980 Ti Gold. We have to replace this. Oh. of this, get rid of that. Then we've got graphics cards. Because that's the one we've just taken out, and this is the slightly better. Well, relatively better. Not only is it an upgrade, it's a lovely colour. And it is one of those things I'm saying, oh, you know, it's not a major upgrade, but it is from a normal to a TI is a big change. Okay, so now get everything plugged in. In that goes, and we'll also, while we're here, plug that in down the bottom here. And let's turn this baby on. There it is. Always struggle to find it. I don't know why. It's always in the same place. I don't think it goes anywhere. Yep, please. God, that noise is so loud. It's like, compared to everything else, that is such a loud noise. Start scanning. Oh, yep, he did. At least it's a different number as well. It's not always the same amount of nasty files. And then we're going to remove it. It's one of those things. Virus scanners cost so much money. There's no way you would leave it on someone's system. They want free, they want a clean PC. They have to pay the same as everyone else. Okay. Everything all done and dusted. So now we can remove. You can't have that, can't have that, you can't have that. Put the case back together. Pop. And then this is another one that is done. Oh, hold on. I can probably put the lock on from here, actually. Yeah, there we go. I don't want to not leave them with a lock. Be outrageous. Okay, pick this up. Another one done. Collect. All done. Best looking. They did a great job. We also removed viruses and cleaned out the dust. There we go. Lovely. We are racking these up now. Perfect. Next one. Oh, it's dusty. You can already see it's dusty. So we're looking at former meme. It was working down, it looks like. I have my PC at the moment. I've never been cleaned out. Okay, so this is the one that's getting the 16 gig one stick, because they're a team group and the one they have wasn't. So let's see if this works. I mean, in real life it would work perfectly fine. It would be a waste of money just because they like one over the other, but it's their money. That's what they want. I didn't check how much the motherboard can actually take, so I should have done that. Because with all the others, I actively have just copied the one they already have. And when you copy one that they've already got, there's no reason why it wouldn't work. There you go, looks all lovely. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is we're going to open that and take you out. Then we're going to go to 8816. There it is. Put you in. Zoom all the way out again. Now I don't need to do the virus for this. So we're going to plug it all in. And like I said earlier on, I know that I can pay money so that I just push the cables and all the cables automatically connect. But that's part of the game. That's part of the game. Speed that up. What am I doing? Hey. Oh, I don't like flight simulators. It's way too many controls. Not fun. Just making sure, because I know one of these people actually needs or wants white cables, so I need to keep an eye on that. Okay, bop. Do that. There it is. 5-star. Been around. It's a massive pleasure now. Lovely. All done, dusted. Thank you. We're almost at level 5. Yay. So we get the next one. Oh, okay, and then we are Nelson. So let's have a little look. So it's Dusty and Virus. Dusty, Virus, and CPU. Okay. Nice case. It's the first nice case we've had so far, yeah. Like, not just bog standard. There we go. Lovely. There we go. Okay, I was waiting for it all to go. Alright, so that's done. Now it's the CPU that's changing. It's going to be interesting. Remove that. Undo that. So we're getting rid of the i5-66. We're getting rid of the i5-66. So I've got an i5 and an i7. Now I would think 7. I'm pretty sure this is to replace an i3. I'm pretty sure in every one that we had, we went up. From an i3 to an i5 and an i5 to an i7. I believe. And as we've got 2 used and 2 new, that makes sense to me. So let's put the i7 in. Close that. Now I missed this out on the last one. Please don't crucify me. It's not real. But a little bit of thermal paste should always be placed just to help with the heat sink. And then plug that baby in. Oh, I always miss. There we go. Okay. Oh, yep, zoom out. Sorry, I was a bit close. We can't forget the USB either. Because obviously that's a virus issue. Pop, pop, pop. Power. Yeah, it's one of those things. Obviously, yes, whenever you change the CPU, you should use the thermal paste. It doesn't... I'm going to say it doesn't make a difference. It does make a difference. It does. And sometimes when the thermal paste dries out, it can overheat. But it's not like it will definitely overheat kind of thing. Oh yeah. Let's add and remove. Add a shop. I suppose if I choose to upgrade my PC, maybe. Like my office one. I don't know why you would want to do that, but I'm not going to argue. Oh. Now let's see how many they got. Oh, not that many. It's going down, which is a good thing. Yeah, I mean the first guy we scanned had like 400 odd, I think it was. Plus I've noticed there's so many like pretend games that are nearly games that exist. And then Far Cry 5. It's just there, just Far Cry 5. Which is a recent game that I have platinumed. 100%ed. Wasn't easy. Some achievements were nasty. But I did it. So is that everything off? It's all done. They didn't want the white cables. There we go. Place. Done. Oh, there you go. Clean out, remove viruses. Yep, and they cleaned it out nicely. Continue. Nice. We are really... Oh, yeah, hold on. Let's just discard that. We've got 2 left. You see this? See, this is a day of work for me. This is something that I love doing. Just work. Flat out. Because it's the way it needs to be. It just makes the day go so much quicker. 16 gig. Can you get it done by 3 days? Yep, that'll be done now. Cable modding. So plastic white cables is what they want. They want plastic white cables, and it's dusty. Plastic white cables. I mean, look, they've got plastic white cables. I don't know. Oh, let's get rid of all this dust. These little bottles of compressed air are actually pretty good to just clean like sideboards and things with as well. Around the house or around the office. Because they get rid of all the standing dust and stop it from being like normal dust. I was going to say that still looks dusty. There we go. Alright, so that's done. Now we're putting in RAM. So you see now, look, there's a colour scheme to the RAM. So because there's a colour scheme to the RAM, I am going to go out of my way to follow that scheme. Ooh. So we're going to open that because this one's already in the black square rather than the red. So it's the 26666. Memory. There you go. Slot that in there. Perfect. Alright, now we want to remove still. So I'm now just going to remove every cable that I can see. I saw another one there. And that's white already, so I'll remove all the cables, just every single cable. Okay, now white plastic cables, plastic plain white. That's what they asked for. That's what they're going to get. So I'm zoomed in. Okay. Couldn't work out what was going on then. It's because I was zoomed in. That one. Into there. Get everything plugged in. And like I said, most of these that are white cables were already white anyway. So I don't fully understand what they wanted me to do, but as far as I can tell, that's all the cables connected with white cables. Was this one the one that had viruses? It took me too long to do that. Well, not too long, I just wasn't really paying that much attention. Let's have a quick look. Can you get it done before? I like cables, modding, okay, blah blah blah. So dusty. Okay, so nope, they do not need that. So in theory, I can just boot this straight up. And yeah, this is how you do your work. Boot up, shuts down, all done. Put the case back, and then we've got the last part left to do. Put you in there. Then we'll have a quick look at what we need, because yeah, one thing I realised last week is you can't just move on to the next day because it adds more things to you. There you go, plastic white cables and clean out the dust. Lovely. Peripheral shop. Install it on your computer to access the latest peripherals and customize your desk and workbenches. Oh. Okay. Alright. We'll deal with that in a minute. Oh yeah, look, we're level 5. We dinged! We dinged, and we're 4 stars as well. We're really doing well. We can discard that. Right. But yeah, so what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to accept a bunch of these and then end it. And those will be the ones we do next week. So, this one. So we've got the CPU, 16 gig, the dust. Okay. Right, okay. So there's no viruses, but there is Doost. I love the way we've got slightly upgraded cases now. Peripherals are kept in their own section in the inventory. Use the top tab to switch to them. Okay. Okay. I wasn't going for peripherals. I know I've just undone them, but I'm going to deal with that later. And then that one, and there's that one. This one gets done quite easily. There's that. And there's that one. I think that's everything now. That's all that needs doing with as far as the dust is concerned. So the first thing we'll do, we'll open that, and we'll open that. We'll stick the RAM in. Ram the RAM. They didn't want this. They wanted something else. But I've just matched. I didn't do what I did in the last one. I've just matched what they had. So we're going to get a slightly less score here. I only just noticed it. It says, have you heard of Team Group? They're meant to be pretty good. So I think I should have got Team Group ones. What I did last time, get the 16 gig one stick. 16 gig is 16 gig, seriously. There's no difference. It does the same. Even though they're going to give me less score for it. Alright, now let's take that off. Open this, remove the i3. And stick in the old i5. There it is. Thermal paste. Click. Just a little spot. Pop, in you go. And now we'll do the cables. The colour of the cables are irrelevant. We can zoom out though. So this was not viruses. I don't want to get that wrong, as well as the actual make. Plus I wonder, it wouldn't have matched. But would they have cared if I'd have just got the one stick of 8 from Team Group? Don't know. Don't care. We're going to get slightly less, but what are you going to do? Eh? What are you going to do? Eh? Eh? What are you going to do? Okay. And then I'm going to remove, because I hadn't been doing this. I've just been picking up the PC. And it just yanks all of the plugs out, which you shouldn't do. It's not a great way to deal with it. Bop. Let's see how bad it is. Bop. Oh look, yeah, free. But I'm not the fastest in town. Yeah, alright, whatever. That's fine. Look, it increases us slightly, so we don't lose out on stars there. But we didn't quite get as many as we should. But that's fine. Okay, so we've got all of these of people that are whiny little toe rags. And then what we got? PC parts, PC parts, PC parts. Was that a... Oh yeah, look, we've now got a 980 Ti at 6 gig. Would have been nice just now, but that's fine. I think it's because I'm trying to kind of go past the ones... And because we leveled up, we unlocked new coloured cables and a peripheral shop. These components are available in the shop right now. Arctic Freeze Esports. Whole load of stuff. Hold on and keep building. Okay, so the next one gives us another load and the quick cable tool. Okay. I'm going to read that in a minute, hold on. I feel like that's going to be something related maybe to what I've done. Let's see. Hello, last night I was at this bar and I overheard someone talking about computers. Sounds like they were having some kind of technical issue. So I went over and introduced myself. They get to talking and this lady says she manages some kind of esports team. Apparently a bunch of kids play video games and get paid for it. Crazy, right? Turns out they're running some pretty high-end hardware and they're having reliability problems. Well, if anyone knows about reliability problems, it's me. I told her about the company and my years of experience. And next thing I know, I've landed a job as technical consultant. That's right, I'm in the big leagues now. Well, I think it's the big leagues. I'm not actually sure how the whole tournament thing works. But it's just video games. How complicated can it be? Anyway, thought you might want to know. I might even be able to recommend you for some work if you're interested. Okay, nice. Alright, so that's... I'll keep that email, actually. It's from Uncle. I'll keep hold of that. And then... Do I have to add it here? Will it run via a scanner? Okay, so is it a shop thing? Tools and software. Oh, hold on. So we own Will It Run. System info we don't need yet. Although I can just... It's only 400. I might add that. Let's add that. The part ranking. Don't care about. Auto connect tool. The desk cables connect themselves automatically. There you go, that's what we were talking about. That's what I was talking about earlier. I don't know why we would want that. I don't know why we would pay for that until they tell me otherwise. I don't see what I'm paying for that for. An extra USB. See, that would come in handy, but I'm doing one PC at a time. So I don't know why I would need an extra USB. If there's one PC sitting on one side, I'll just pull it out and use it on another one. I don't see the point necessarily, but we'll see. $2 for a quick screw tool. That would be really handy, but it's not like it takes years. I don't mind too much, but we will add that as well. So we get this next, which tap a connector or cable and it connects itself automatically. Okay, so that'll be internally in a PC then, I'm assuming. An extra USB again. Stress test, that's not bad. Getting the stress test. Again, I think once I unlock these, I will then get PCs that need them. Standoffs install and remove themselves automatically. Okay. I'm assuming that means like the virus. Get used parts at reduced prices. That's interesting. Tracks component prices on the thing. So rather than going in and checking everything, I can just use this and it tells me. What's the point? Why don't I go there rather than using this to tell me what this says? Faster installation, upgrade. An overclocker. Nice. Auto screw. Yep. Custom water cooling shop and auto cable tool. Okay, well that's everything that there is available. We've got these two which I'm going to buy. And now I can just add the peripheral shop. Oops. I thought we were just going to close the... yeah, I thought we were just going to close the thing. Oh, so it's showing there. Okay. Let's restart this one. There it is. And here we have new peripherals. So we can get some Razer stuff. It is funny. And I know that one company makes this, and I know they've put a lot of detail and effort into this. But for all of the available keyboards, you've got 4. I mean, I'm assuming some more will unlock as I level up, perhaps. But when I was in free build, there was only 4. So I'm pretty sure these are the only 4 that you can have. I mean, you know, if you're going to go to all the effort to actually put peripherals in, and the effort of using like the 2 of the Razer ones, you know, just put a few more in. It's not a bad one. And again, I'm assuming these are for the office. I mean, what do I need that for? Extra vision. I want my extra wide. I want my 21.9 ultra wide monitor, please. It's LG, come on, make it available. I want that. So it's 80. Yeah, so I can use pay like $100 and change this, or this one, and change these for fancy Razer keyboards. Is what I'm assuming is the point of those. Okay, well that's the one we've got left here, and this is the one that technically we need to check the hard drives. Is it? Where's the... This is the one. He has 2 hard drives. Yeah, got 2 hard drives and one of them ain't working, so we need to check the hard drives and see which one ain't working and replace it. That's the one that that needs doing, that's sitting on our table. And that is where I'm going to leave it. Now I am going to have to pick some of these before I move on to the following day, I think. I'm just going to, what I'll probably do is I'll just run through them, and any that have to be done by the following day, I will specifically do, and any that don't, I will just move on to the next day. And then at the beginning of next week, we'll go through these emails, see what there is, and we'll do what we did today. We'll pick like 7 or 8, and we'll just work through them all. Because I love doing that. It makes more sense rather than do a couple, move on, do a couple. Just jam them all in. Do one whole day. Get them all done. And then when the emails stop coming through, you've got a day off while you're waiting for the next customer. So, thank you so much for watching. This has been PC Building Simulator for another week. Tomorrow I will be back with Trove. I had to remember the name of it. I'm going to be back with Trove, and we're going to see what we're going to do. The thing with MMOs is you just kind of see what they have you to do next. So there's a fair amount of worlds. So you know, we'll get going and we'll see what there is to do. Come and join me if you would like, or come along next week, and we'll see what we have left to do out of those emails. So thank you so much. Please like and subscribe. I'll see you again.